Has to be a bed on this point. There is. I called it. Beautiful point with a little bit of grass. Beautiful rig. Beautiful jig. No dangly tails today. I have very few and I want to make boxes with them. Plus, I feel I saturated my channel already with dangly tail videos. I think I made my point. A dangly tail will out dangle any other lure. There's some small fish there. That's not small. Hit this Chinese lure 3 times to commit. I need to get some scent to dip these Chinese lures. Not bad, but kinda smell funny, especially if you buy them a long time ago. This is a small bluegill. That's why it hit 3 times. Really, on the point, sometimes there is big ones on the point. There is some bass hunting behind me again, but I'm not losing my time with those anymore. I've tried so many times. I cannot catch these things. Nothing on this cast. They're a little bit deeper. Not right on the bank, are they? Let's try over there. What is this fish? Is this a long-eared sunfish or something? Whoa! What the... Is everything okay with the jig here? Man, it's installed perfectly. The hook is perfectly sharp. I don't get it. I need to catch some of these small fish to see what's messing with me here. Got you. It's not that small. It's not big. Same size like the one by my house. Okay, but this should be hammering it, bro. What's with the taps? What's with the taps of the Chinese dragon? The Chinese dragon lure. It has scary tentacles. Get a few more. Tempted to cast just one dangly tail. Okay, not. And there's some small. Okay. These fish are not small, but difficult. They tap in, and this is the size 12 hook. And this Chinese dragon lure is like almost like a trout magnet, very small. It has a few tentacles, but they were hitting the nymph 10 minutes ago better until I lost it. I lost it to a fish. Just a bluegill broke me off, and you know my drag is not too tight. This is the first good one. Let me take a picture with this one. Amazing picture, folks. Amazing picture. We go one more time for thumbnail. Oh, oh, good. If he fell inside the boat, that would be a lot of damage. Slap. Good cast. With slight wind against us. I got used to the 40mm handle already. I do prefer the 35. I might switch it with my other Vanquish, but these things bother me a little bit. Then what about my other Vanquish? He doesn't have a nice handle. Even though I'm not fishing it, I might put one of these Gomexus 100% carbon handles. Well, the handle is carbon, but obviously the knob and the studs will be steel. I do have some options at a great price for those who want a 35mm handle for the Vanquish. Definitely check my shop, because you're not gonna find that price on Amazon or anywhere else, I don't think. I mean, a second nice bluegill. What was with all of these taps originally? Tap, 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 tap. Now we're cooking. The only fish are deep. I don't know why that is. Look how far from the bank. 7-8 feet deep there. I think the water came up. Maybe they made a bed over there when it was only 5 feet deep. Then the water went up 2 feet. All of a sudden, the bed is 7 feet deep, which bluegill normally don't bed in 7 feet if the water level is stable in that lake. But in these big reservoirs in Tennessee, in the winter and the spring, the water can go up and down 10-12 feet, folks. And I checked just last week. Man, that's another nice bluegill. Another nice bluegill. Last week the water was still almost at winter level. I fished one big reservoir. Almost at winter level. It had not, maybe a couple of feet higher. Not very high. I'm sure they're trying to fill it up, but we don't have much rain this year. Chop. And a load. Man, I love when I find them. I love when I find them. It's 12 noon right now. It's 12 o'clock. I spent 3 hours checking old spots, going shallow. I don't want to go shallow. I don't know why. They're only at the kind of relatively shallow, like the shallow but the points, and very close to deep water. This cold front, I'm telling you, the cold front, they were already shallow 2 weeks ago. I was catching them shallow 2 weeks ago, a lot shallower than here in the coves. But just 3 days of cold weather, they go back. Beautiful cast. I love this 5'10" Presso Air AGS with this super light reel. It makes the I don't want to say this, but it makes the eradicator feel long and clunky. I don't want to say broomstick, because it's if anything it's more wobbly than this rod. But it makes the eradicator is long and heavy. And this little magic stick is like nothing. Oh, something right here. Are you gonna hit it? He will, right here. He hit it right here. He chased it for a while, didn't you, buddy? Chased it and then messed up. Yeah, and I don't know, I never heard anybody say the drag on the new Vanquish CE being tuned, but it sounds better to me. And I have not touched it. I have not touched it. I don't think I touched the old one either. Now this is definitely a Presso Bluegill, okay? Definitely a Presso Bluegill. I don't think I touched the old one either, but I tried it at home. The old one, still nice sound, very crisp, but more plasticky. This one sounds more metallic-y somehow. I'm not sure. There might be a small difference. Maybe the spring has more tension on it, so the hammer is hitting a little bit harder. I usually do this on my Vanfords, but on the Vanquish reels, I've never had to do it because they already hammer the spool hard enough as it is, which begs the question, if it was my opinion that it doesn't sound nice on the Vanford, maybe you think it sounds nice, maybe I'm just weird. Why is it that the Vanquish all sound nice and the Vanfords sound plasticky? What a coincidence. All of the Vanfords, all of the Vanquish reels, they sound nice, but the Vanfords don't. You know, why didn't they make the Vanquish plasticky sounding and the Vanford metallic-y? Look how nice it sounds. Just one time, if it was random. But no. They say it doesn't matter, they don't care about drag sound and all of this. But all of the nice reels, the Stella, the Exist, the Vanquish, broke off. We need to retire anyway. That's an absolute tank. Give me my jig back. All of the nice, expensive reels sound nice, according to me. Let's say that it's not objective. What is nice? It's not objective, right? But I find them all sounding nice. The cheaper reels sound plasticky. What a coincidence. Hurl. I hurled it that way. There was one comedian, Blue Collar or something like this. One of his jokes was that they gave him a ticket for, I don't know, fighting in public or doing something in public. But if you heard the joke, the actual activity didn't start in public, it started in a bar, and they threw him out of the bar, and that's where the cops ticketed him. And he was like, I wasn't doing it in public, they hurled me. It was like, they hurled me into public. They hurled me into public. There's no good comedians anymore, man. Everything is dead. There's no good singers, there's no good movies with all of the money, there's no good comedians. Today's comedians are sad, pathetic. Pathetic. There's no good comedians. Hurl. Is it hutch or is it hurl? Sometimes when I do like this, the trout magnet, it is a hurl. Depends on the cast. Man, fierce, fierce, with a little bit of just the right water temperature, and they are fierce runners of a panfish. Man, it feels so good. I forgot about the good old Presso Air AGS. Whatever rod I fish with, I feel that the rod is amazing and I don't need other rods. And I can say this about all of my rods pretty much. Man, that's a female. I was sure, and the eggs are still here. So I'm sure there's a bed here, but they're probably just now bedding. Look, the eggs are still in this fish. when I fish with the belezas, I'm like, man, the beleza is already so sensitive and light and amazing. What's the point of even buying a Presso Air AGS or Eradicator? Eradicator feels definitely different than the beleza. But I'm like, what's even the point? Then I grab the Presso Air AGS and it's like a little short magic wand. You guys that want a specific twitching tool for twitching trout magnets, and when my dangly tails are finally released, twitching a dangly tail on a BG1, you want a sharp tip, sensitive rod. You don't need that exotic major craft, you don't need exotic eradicators. This is available, it weighs 44 grams, it has a comfortable handle, and it has big enough guides. I don't want to say big guides, but they're big enough so you can run whatever line you want. You can run 2.5 pound fluorocarbon, you can run 2 pound mono. I wouldn't go higher than 2 pound mono if you're fishing with high-end Japanese tackle. Amazing bluegill. Amazing. I wouldn't go 2 pound mono tops. Fluorocarbon you can go 2.5 pounds. Polyester you can even go 3 pounds with this rod, but why would you? Why would you need a 3 pound line fishing for 1/4 pound bluegill? I don't know if they're even 1/4 pound. The big ones must be. Maybe there are some that is 1/2 pound. Maybe in some private lakes there is some that are 1 pound. Man, the bite is still good, folks. You look at the time. The time is, I don't know, the phone is on the back when I took the picture, but it's afternoon. It's maybe 12:30. 12:30. I missed all of the foggy morning looking for fish. And now all of a sudden, when it's almost time to go, I'm not gonna go yet. I try to find one more spot. Obviously it doesn't matter. When you're fishing after a cold front, it's very common that around noon, when the sun comes out, the bite is actually better. The bite is not the best in the morning. What a tank of a bluegill, folks. Man, what an absolute tank. Let's go take a picture with this one too. Forgive me, but I like this one a lot. I want a picture. I want a picture of this one. Okay. Put my phone in the cooler because it's overheating a little bit. Let me bump it on the board while I'm here. This one is a tank, folks. This one is a tank. Not even 9. That's incredible. Not even 9 inches. I've caught plenty 9.5ers that look nothing compared to this bluegill. There's one more, pretty close to the boat. Pretty close, might be a little female. Doesn't feel very big. It is fast though. How nice it sounds, the Vanquish CE. No, it is a little male. He spits some stuff. He spits some stuff. We started this video with small fish. No, that's not a small fish. That's a full 8 inches. This is 8 good inches of bluegill. Sounds like a nice movie title, no? 8 good inches of bluegill. It sounds like something, but I don't know like what. This title has potential. Now if I caught a 10-incher, I could name the video 10 good inches of bluegill. It would get 0 views. It has to be something with a monster. Monster on every cast. Records crushed. It was loaded. How to load your cooler. Easy way to. That's if you want to get views. That's how you have to make titles. Chopper, right here, right here, right here. He chased it, little guy. He chased it right here. My gosh, do I love days like this. One of these days when it's good to be me, folks. Not every day is good to be me. Might be surprised to hear that, but not every day is good to be iFish. But today is just good to be me. He's not small either. Usually the smaller ones, whoa, what a steak. What a longhorn steak of a bluegill. He looks steaky to me. This little Chinese lizard gave them the business. I put this little guy in my boxes that I sell to customers with pre-installed lures. Not many, not every time. From time to time I put it. Sometimes I feel it kind of smells bad. Also, I've had amazing sessions with this lure, and a few times it did not do well. So my confidence is not 100%. I put it more for diversity to look different. I don't want to put 15 identical lures in the box. You want to put one weird looking lure. But when they're defending a bed, honestly, I will cut a piece of shoelace. I have green shoelaces. And yeah, a shoelace will have some action. Look at where I put the rod while I was changing the battery. And let's take care of this bluegill here. He's getting tired, I bet. Yeah, he's coming. He's coming easier now. Yeah, way easier than before. He was all wily. Come here, buddy. Oh, he fat. Here, look at his pecs here. He fat and angry. Whoa, nice bijik here, folks. Nice bijik. I wonder how many we have left here. Oh. The bite is starting to slow, folks. Maybe we catch one more. This one is kind of small. I don't want to end with him. Maybe we catch one more and we call it. Because, yeah, I don't want to spend sometimes, because I like to end the video with a fish. Sometimes I spend 30 minutes. I think in some ridiculous cases I have spent 1 hour. 1 hour just to catch one more fish. So now when I sniff, the bite is slowing down. When I just sniff it and I'm out of there, I don't want to stay and catch the last fish. Also, something happened with the crazy lizard. It got pulled out, the glue let go, and now it's all crooked and not straight, and this is impossible to reinstall on the water. We're fast approaching the end of this video though. We caught enough fish for one spot. I think it's time to move. There is still fish there, but maybe half of them are the ones I released, and they're shallow. We want to see this one now. He feels nice. He feels nice. Come here. Come here. I'm not gonna lose you. He's kind of steady. Steady. Look at the orange line. He's steady. Hold steady, like Sparta, the movie. Steady, steady. The enemy army is coming. Steady, don't move. Steady. Hold steady. Just keep the rod bent like this. See the extra ultralight 5'10" Presso Air AGS parabolic rod, but not as parabolic as the 20-year anniversary. That one is more parabolic. Yeah, look at this. But this one has a sharper tip and it's more sensitive. So there you go. And it costs only half the price. And it's readily available. There, I said it. It's readily available. Folks, I'm gonna end this video here. I wanna check more points. I wanna see if I find more spots and more fish. We caught more than enough fish for one video, and I am many videos behind. So I gotta keep these short so they're easy to edit and to post. But thank you very much for watching to the end, folks. One more time, I am really loving the feel, the sound, the looks of the new Vanquish. I mean the looks. It really feels, everything is amazing, except why are they asking for more money for the older model? If instead of asking for more money, they had discounted it like, let's say 10% compared to the release price of the original, then I would recommend it. If only the price was lower instead of higher compared to the old one, I would recommend this reel. But one more time, folks, thank you for watching to the end. I will see you soon. Bye bye, folks.